Well, we were talking about at the beginning of the show that I was going to make the big announcement for the 2025 Wisconsin Ham Radio Campout. And this is going to be our 3rd annual event. Yeah, I think I need my... And I said, I told everybody we're going to make the big announcement at the December live stream. If you're interested in camping with us, the dates for the 2025 event are October 3rd through the 5th, 2025. And we're going to be in a new park this year. And the park is Brunei Island. Or not, excuse me. That was last year. Brunei Island. Oh, I messed it up. And the park this year is Buckhorn State Park.
Your sound effect probably needs to hang.
Buckhorn. I had that rim shot all queued up. So where in the heck is Buckhorn State Park, you might ask?
Where is
Buckhorn? Well, Buckhorn State Park is located in central Wisconsin. So we got a map of the state, and I will just pull it up here. Enhance. What you see is down not too far from the interstate along the Wisconsin River is the Castle Rock flowage, and Buckhorn is this peninsula jutting into the Castle Rock flowage. It's kind of, the nearest city is Necedah, Wisconsin.
That's giving Necedah a pretty big bump there as a city.
That's for sure. Adams Friendship, New Lisbon off of this is I-94 here. So kind of give you, down here is Wisconsin Dells, not too far from that. It's a beautiful campground. Like I said, it's located on this peninsula. Two main things about it are it's all sand, because this is the bottom of Glacial Lake, Wisconsin. That was formed 13,000 years ago. So we got a lot of sand, sand barrens, and oak savannas are the two types of ecologies that you'll find here. I'm going to pull up the campground.
Was still on the grass 13,000 years ago.
Yes. So this is on. So if you're interested, you can make your reservations at Wisconsin going to camp.com. There's where you make your reservations. Here's the campground. The family camp is over on the west side of the flowage here. This is actually two rivers, the Yellow River and the Wisconsin River is on the east side of the peninsula. And we're occupying these whole family campground loops. So people have started making their reservations already. There's still on the south loop, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sites available. But don't fret, because on the north loop, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 15 sites here. So there's almost 20 sites available at this point in time. There's more space now when I made the announcement than there was last year for Brunei Island State Park. It's we got a little bit bigger space, but people are a little more compact too. These loops are all, it's an all easy walk between sites. I feel I'm going to pull up on the screen here our video file. This was some video I shot last fall, so you can kind of see how like I said, what this place looks like. A lot of oak trees and jack pine are the two biggest, types of trees we'll see here. Beautiful sites. A lot of, those are big campsites, 50 foot driveways. So if you've got a larger rig, you're going to fit in there no problem. Plenty of space. The only downside about Buckhorn is that the cell service really stinks. So I don't think we're going to do a live stream this year. We might have to do something else. We might pre-record it. We might have to pre-record a segment. These camping loops aren't that old, maybe about 10, 12 years old. Coming up, you can kind of see the shower room here. That's the shower house. It's relatively new. So it's modern by Wisconsin State Park standards. This gate here, that's for that north loop. It's closed when I shot this video. So you can see that the north loop and the south loop are really connected. So everything is going to be super convenient. And then we're just going to kind of travel down through the south loop again. So the sun's in the eyes, the low hanging sun here. So hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of what the park looks like. It's a beautiful park. There's if you're so inclined, there's backpacking sites available, walk-in sites available. So if you want to, they're a little bit further away from the family camping loop, but they're still right. But those backpacking sites are right on the water. So great. It's a great campground. I like it. We've stayed there a few times. I recommend Buckhorn in the fall when the bugs are gone, because if you go in the summer, the mosquitoes are just absolutely atrocious. So
no, interesting fact, Michael. So that's on Castle Rock Lake.
Castle Rock, yes.
Castle Rock. So when I was young, I always was on Petenwell, which is a reservoir just north of that on the Wisconsin River. And then we always were at Petenwell Campground in Adams County on the east side. So this is kind of almost like coming home, for me. It's kind of like
not
home
that
turf.
far.
Jack Pines in Blow Sand. That's what I grew up in.
The dry lake bed of Glacial Lake, Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, let's try to call it something glamorous, like a dry lake bed.
There's a couple POTA entities nearby. Sean's reminding us that the Yellow River State Wildlife Area is very close. It is very close, right outside the boundaries of the park. You can't twofer it, but it's right outside the boundaries.
Necedah National Wildlife Refuge is very close by.
Necedah Wildlife Refuge is probably about a 15-minute drive just outside of Necedah, Wisconsin. Near another probably 20-minute drive is Rocha Cree State Park to the east, and probably about a half hour to the west is Mill Bluff State Park. So there's some good there's some good opportunities there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, like I said, that I did our past participants of the event got in early, and because they're all members of our email list on groups.io. I got to change the logo for Buckhorn State Park, but go to groups.io, Wisconsin Ham Radio Campout, if you want to join our email list. If you've reserved a site and you're not part of the email list, get on this list, because this is how you're going to find out about what's going on with the event. So it's groups.io /WI-ham radio -campout.
If you're not on groups.io, it's really an email-based kind of a social network sort of thing, but there's a lot of ham radio groups out there.
There are.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good information out there. I am on a couple of them. One for IFR test equipment. There is a group for 122 gigahertz up there. There is EME guys. I mean, all the guys that just don't want to be on social media, but they have a wealth of knowledge. It's groups.io. Really, and it's free.
It's email based. So the nice thing about the email groups is the archives are easily searchable, which is the problem with social media sites, is like once it's past that stream, it's gone forever. It's next to impossible to find that stuff.
It's spam free. I've never gotten any spam.
It's because the group owner, a lot of times the group owners have to pay, to maintain the service. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's definitely a good site to be on.
Yep. So there we go. That's coming up October 3rd through the 5th, 2025, our third annual Wisconsin Ham Radio Campout. That's at Buckhorn State Park near Necedah, Wisconsin. KB9VBR antennas are simple, effective, and affordable VHF and UHF antennas for amateur radio, MERS, public safety, and GMRS. Made in the USA with quality parts. Get yours online at jpole-antenna.com.